Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of the Rocket League Trainer Pack. This episode is going to be about backboard shots, so let us get right into the very first one. So this first one that you can see is the across backboard. The car direction comes across the pitch and the ball is hitting off the backboard, quite some pace. This kind of shot is more you're trying to get up and basically surprise someone who's going to maybe aerial for that clear, because you're coming in from an angle that they might not necessarily see until they're already in the air. Basically what you're trying to do is not really pick a specific area in the goal, but more you're trying to just either get a touch on it to kill it in front of the goal, or you're trying to just hit it on target. The most important thing about practicing this is to try and just firstly hit the ball, and then secondly, once you get used to starting to hit the ball, you need to try and hit the target. Right now, I've not really been doing the actual thing shot much, so I'm missing a lot of these, majority of them just not hitting the ball, because I'm reading it off the wall really bad. Because it is a really hard shot. Benefits to this is it gives you confidence to be able to go for a tight angled aerial on a ball that's travelling off to hit the backboard. Because in a game it might not necessarily be this specific angle, you might be actually coming from maybe somewhere like here, and what you're doing is you're trying to get the ball here and just tap it. There's a lot of people that try those kind of aerials, and this is just kind of like a version of that style aerial basically. There you go, that's the kind of shot you want to hit perfectly. But yeah, that's first shot done, so we'll go right on to the next one now. So this next one that we have is called the backboard above goal. Basically the ball bounces down at an angle, but it's not directly down, so it comes out quite far. Now what you can do two things with this one. You can do an aerial, a double jump aerial, you can do a single jump aerial, and a flip, and you can also let the ball come out and drop and take a shot if it's a high shot or a low shot. You can do multiple things with this one. Personally, you want to try and get the aerial first. Over the other types of shots. You want to try and get up there as early as possible. There you go, far corner. That was kind of a bad hit actually because it was quite weak. You can get in a wee bit closer and then do your jump. Just need to make sure you read the ball properly, because you saw there, I read it wrong, totally missed it. Or if you want, you can let the ball drop out. For the ball to drop out, the only time you really want it to be doing that is if you maybe have 30 boosts or less. Roughly about that, because if you get any more than that, you have enough boost to be able to jump, double jump, quick jump up to hit that ball. But if you get 30 or less, then try to stay grounded. If you're wanting to hit a ball high into the goal, meet the ball and hit it just after it's bounced. Literally try and get it as close to the just after bouncing as possible. I'll try and get a replica. As you see, I'm getting some height, but I'm not getting huge height. There you go. Now obviously that was a wee bit too high, but you see what I mean, where if I let the ball just bounce and then hit it, the momentum of the ball's getting up, which gives it the height in the shot. If you want to try and get the ball low, you need to try and smother it, which means you need to try and get the ball, the car above the ball. I've done it a few times. There you go, there's one right there, good example. Basically my car centre of gravity is over the top of the ball, so when my car momentum's going through the ball, it's directing it down towards the ground and it's keeping it low. So those are the different types of shot you can do. First of all, I'd recommend doing the aerial. If you don't have the boost for it, then I would recommend doing the shots. And personally, I think the low shot would probably work better, as long as you can hit these two corners. If you can hit the corners well, then do the low shot. If you can't, then try and get a high shot in one of the corners. But we'll go straight on to the next one now. So this next one that we have is called the Backboard Angle. And basically the ball just comes off at an angle and it just comes out in front of you. This kind of shot is a grounded shot the majority of the time, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the power to get it far right in the exact shot of hut. You literally want to try and get that shot for that kind of positioning. And if you can't get that place, try and hit it front post, because most of the time a keeper's going to stop around here. You slow his car down, maybe around this area. If you can hit a powerful enough shot on that bounce and get it in the front post on target, you might not be able to save it. You just may not have the momentum behind his driving to get there. This kind of shot is definitely more situational. It's something that's a lot more common in probably 2s and 3s, although you can set yourself up for it in 1s. If you set a shot over the bar deliberately and then arc your run, so you're basically coming around like that and then you're hitting the shot like here, as I am right now. But it's a really useful one to have, because if you can consistently try and get this corner up here, if you can try and get in here or just that quarter of the goal, you're going to cause a lot of problems for teams. But we'll go straight on to the next one. So this next one that we have is the backboard drop shot. Again, the ball is coming down in front of the goal, similar to one of the other shots in the pack, although it's coming out a wee bit further with a bit more pace. And with this one, again, you can hit it out on the volley, or you can do a really late jump to try and get a kind of semi-aerial, or you can go for the full aerial, double jump aerial, whatever you want. You can do it. You can even try and get a wee freestyle in if you wish, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend freestyle because honestly I don't think they're that necessary, apart from just to show off. Freestyle to me shows skill of control of the car, but in these kind of situations I do not think it's necessary, unless you're much further back in the pitch and you're doing like 75 flips and all that kind of stuff. But for the sake of this pack, you're wanting to let the ball drop, hit it like this, or hit it across the opposite corner, or you're wanting to fly up to it, try and hit it high. Even though you're flying and the ball's coming down, try and get the height back up. Keep the ball level of where you're flying if you can, and try and get it in one of the higher corners. If you can't do that, maybe do a bounce shot off the ground. If you maybe struggle with the aerials, try and get a bounce shot, try and do something. As long as you can hit the target, like I said, you're going to cause a problem for the other team. And what you can even do, if you wish, is you can try and bait out a keeper, hitting it high deliberately. They might expect you to do it. Like, say they might be coming from over here and they see you're about to shoot and they just dive across the goal. You could maybe just pop it or catch it. You could maybe just try and pop it over the goal like this, just so he's come off his line, and then just put it in, finish. So there's a lot you can do with this one. You just need to be creative about the situations you're thinking of. But we'll go straight on to the next one now. This next one that we have is a high backboard. The ball's coming in quite high, but it's actually coming in quite slow, which means it hovers above the goal for quite a period of time. What you basically want to be doing is, when it's just hitting the roof, you want to try and already be pretty much there. The difficult thing about this specific shot is actually the position I've set the car up in, because the car's facing away. If you see start, the car's facing away from the goal, and the ball's coming out of this direction, but you start at this direction. So you need to adjust your car before you jump, and that's something that's actually quite important in competitive play. Being able to adjust your car before you go for your positioning shot in a really short space of time, because if you just jump, like say I just jumped, I would have to do that and then I'd have to fly across. It's still successful, but if it's a really fast ball, I might just flip out. I might do this and then just lose control of my car, because I might realise really late and I'm like, oh, try to fix it, and then before you know it, ball's bounced out, missed the opportunity. Whereas if I just flicked right that quarter of a second, I could have got perfect aerial up to it, hit it, and possibly cause an upset, cause an issue with the other team. But this one is definitely an aerial one. You don't want to let this come out, because if you just let that drop, someone is 100% going to have cleared that with an aerial from goal before you've let it fall to the ground. So you want to meet the ball in the air, ideally. Either tap it down this corner, or if you're not going to tap it down in that corner, you smash it in the top corner or smash it in the far corner. So just work on it, see what you struggle with, and if you feel like maybe the ball is going too slow, then just up the speed of the ball. The only thing is, if you up the speed of the ball, it's likely going to come down more direct, downwards, or it's going to come out a lot further. So just tweak it to what you wish and see how yous go. So we'll go to the next one now. So this next one we have is the long backboard. It's just basically you're starting far away and the ball is coming out really fast. It's 100% an aerial shot. It's something that a third man needs to be confident to do without hesitating. Needs to be able to get up there, hit the target. If he can't at least hit the target, or he's maybe getting challenged in the air. I see you're getting challenged in the air, try and maybe hit it back upwards. That wasn't a good example. I'm trying to get a good example. Like try and hit it back up like that if you're getting challenged in the air. Because if it goes by the person that's challenging you, then it's always a positive for your team. Because if you get challenged and you lose the challenge, and it goes in your end, and you were the last man, then your team's pretty much screwed. But this one is full shooting drill. Just try and practice firstly hitting the ball directly, like that. That was off target, but it was a powerful hit. So as long as you can just put them on target with that kind of power, as you can see I'm getting quite too high right now. Like that kind of shot is absolutely perfect. It was almost straight. It was really powerful and it was high. If you can get those kind of shots consistently, you're going to be scoring a lot of aerial goals against the other team, pretty much. And they're going to have to try and challenge that before you even get anywhere near it. So you're going to have to make them change their style of play defensively to accommodate the ability that you have. And if they can't do it, then they're going to sit further back and they're just going to allow you to keep hitting these kind of shots all game long. So it's a really good tool to have, and if you get good enough at it, be confident to use it in a game. Even if you're against really top tier players, if that's your best ability is to aerial like that, do it against them, because it will cause an impact on them. You might not get nearly as many shots against the top tier players as you will against maybe tiers just below them, whatever, but you will still get opportunities, and at the very top level it's all about taking your opportunities. So make sure if it's your strongest part of your game to use it. So we'll go to the next one right now. So this very final one is a turning backboard. As you can see, the car starts side on from where the ball comes out. The ball comes out rather slow, it doesn't come out that much. And basically all this one's about is it's you try to turn quickly and get to that ball before it starts to come down. As you can see, I'm getting to the ball just as it's starting to come down. You don't want to, like, see about there, that's where you want it. You don't want to wait till about here before you attack it, because by that time someone might be on it. You want to try and get there pretty much almost at the top of its arc, if not at the top. If you're fast enough you can get it to the top. For the sake of this drill, you your car starts static, so I can't get there quick enough before it starts to fall. But in a real game you might have a small bit of momentum, and that momentum might be enough for you to just quickly hit the drift button to set yourself up really quick, turn, and then immediately aerial. As you can see, you always want to hit these shots high, you don't want to hit them low, because these kind of situations there's probably going to be somebody on the goal line, maybe two players. If you can, hit it high, top left or top right. Don't hit it middle, you need to hit it top left or top right. For me, I'm more comfortable at front post right now, not really practice the back post shot much, because I feel every time I do a back post I always hit it quite low, but with a bit of practice I probably could get the shot high enough. It's just about where I position my car, like there you go. Just a bit too high that time, but it takes practice, and if you can add this one as well to your game, if you can add any of the stuff that I've put in the pack today to your gameplay, even just getting a wee bit more consistent at it, it would change your game a lot. The confidence you'll get from it, to be able to know if you aerial or if the ball's dropping off the backboard, you know where it's going to land roughly, then you can be prepared for it. If you're prepared, you're already won half the battle. But this is the very last one of today's pack, so thank you very much everybody for watching. Sorry again that this one was late. I will definitely try my hardest to get the next one out as quick as possible. If you didn't like anything about this video, just sure let me know in the comments. If you don't want to say it in the comments, message me on Twitter about it. Feedback's greatly appreciated, and everybody who follows and likes and subscribes and everything, all the good stuff. I really appreciate it. I hope to see more of yous come back and follow the rest of the series, because I think we've still got like another 10 or so videos left to do, so we've still got a lot to go. But I hope you guys are enjoying it, because I'm enjoying doing these packs. And until next time, I shall see you guys later.